Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. It's still dark. Dawn is on the way. Can't say when. Soon. Didn't check the sunrise stat, chart, prediction, estimate. It's daylight time, which means it's really only 4:43 instead of 5:43. But that's not control. I have no control over that. If I did, they would not be a daylight savings time. What is this? Okay. So we've got Gran Legacy. We've got Bellows, introduced in 1830. Now, this is the modern Bellows American blended whiskey. There's no more housefly on the label, just a WB, William B. Williams. No, William Bellows Company. Really was a company for real, not some made up name. Really was established in 1830. I don't think they ever really had any facilities like this, I don't think they ever had distilleries or warehouses or rectifying plants or bottling plants. I think Bellows was simply like Justerini and Brooks in England. They were wine and liquor merchants. What I mean, they would buy and sell like brokers, wine brokers. But they decided to get their own brands made, so they contracted out and got the Bellows. I think that's the case. And I think that's the case with J&B, Justerini and Brooks. They decided to get their own brand name, J&B, but they never had their own production facilities. They just contracted out. Not that unusual. That's what Pabst does, and Pabst didn't invent that. But anyway, Bellows, established in 1830, American whiskey, American blended. Doesn't say Missouri blended. So that means it's made somewhere in America, probably Indiana. It just says here, bottled by Bellows, St. Louis. 80-20 blend with no age statement. That means this was aged at least 4 years. It's 20% straight whiskey of some sort, blended with 80% grain neutral spirits. Oh, yummy. Okay. And is it colored? With, you say colored, you can't say it. What I mean is it, did they add no color to make it darker? It's plausible and probably likely. You can't add color into bourbon, straight bourbon. You can add color into blended bourbon, though. Check your stat, check your regs. Gran Legacy, yeah, it's at least 4 years old, but look how dark. I was looking at a Kentucky Brew Review was doing they recorded just like I did when I went to Buffalo Trace 2 years ago, the tour, but they got somebody to give them a personal tour. They probably said, "We are from the Empire of Kentucky Brew Reviews, and we want you to give us a personal tour." And then Sazerac said yes. I didn't do that. I should have. I should have said, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Mo Green. I made my bones when you were still going out with cheerleaders." Then the president of the company probably would have given me a tour in a limousine, out to dinner at the most expensive restaurant in Frankfurt. Although I could be overestimating that. All right. They might have just told me, "Hey, get lost, pal. We don't know who you are, and we don't want to know." And I'd have felt played because it's a game. All right. The Bellows Club whiskey, man, I have 80%, no, 70% of that bottle left. And it's going to be 70% of sadness. Why would they make it so strange and high ride? I don't know. I don't want to keep ranting and raving about that. Yeah, you can add color into blended bourbon. You don't see blended bourbon too much, thankfully. All right. Mostly it's straight bourbon. I did get to watch all the baseball highlights this morning. Still got college football to go through. It's going to take a while. We'll do that as time permits. Caramel, both of them. Amber, amber, amber. They both say American blended whiskey, not a state-specific name. So does that mean they're probably just concoctions a la Midwest Grain Products, MGP of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, formerly Seagram's, the huge Seagram's distillery? Would be a good bet and almost an assurity, but we can't say. And there's no need to say it. Doesn't matter. We got a border battle across the Mississippi River. We got Missouri on the West Bank versus Kentucky on the East Bank. So here we go. Color won't matter. You say color does matter. It won't matter in this taste challenge because they're the same shade of amber. So we got Tulane University on a winning streak. Louisiana State, well, one game winning streak. Louisiana State University on a winning streak. They better get their defense straight. The Saints trying to get on a winning streak. New Orleans Saints. Southeastern Louisiana University on a one-game winning streak. And away we go. All right. How about those Cubs? Ha, ha, ha. Talk about a color. We thought Bellows was a catastrophe. Bellows Club Whiskey. This smells. Oh, my prediction. It'll be like a draw. Price. I'm gonna already tell you, Grand Legacy is the winner. It's the. No, I can't say that because Bellows I paid $8.99 for a liter. Grand Legacy I paid $10.99 for the 1,000 milliliter plus $7.50. So I got an extra $7.50. But the thing is, I've seen Bellows cheap. Yeah, like I was at Savannah Discount on Louisiana Highway 45 northbound in Marrero, Louisiana, and the guy was like, "Sir, do you want to buy this?" And I said, "Oh, I've had Bellows before." "Oh, okay." It was $5.99. And then I was thinking, let's see, something about that bottle that's not right in my head. So I looked at the bottle again and I was like, it said straight bourbon. Didn't say blended. I said, this is straight bourbon. Oh, for $5.99 for a liter. I said, I'll take it. Okay, boss. That's what he said. No, he said, okay, chief. I said, I'll never get straight bourbon whiskey that cheap again in my life. $5.99 for a liter. Haven't tried it yet. I've got such a backlog. It's just got me down. You say, yeah, but you won't have to buy anything for 20 years. It's true. It's true. But I'll have to pass over everything. I'll be like, oh, let me buy. Oh, no, I got my back stock. Oh, let me buy. Oh, no, I got the back stock. Oh, let me buy. No, I got the back stock. So see what I mean? And I'm like George Harrison. I got my mind set on you, Canadian Crown Royal. I got my mind set on you, Crown Royal, but I can't buy you because I got too much Canadian whiskey backstock. Okay, they do not smell alike, and I'm gonna tell you why. This one, get that smell up my nose. This one is like corn grits, yellow corn grits. And sourdough bread. You say, what about the wood and the char? I know. What about it? It ain't got it. You want that? You better get straight bourbon. Because if you get this, you ain't getting it. Because they're aging it in used barrels, and that does not impart much to them. It just lets them age. That's it. They just age. But If you want char and rich oak and vanilla and all that, you got to get straight bourbon. Smells fine. I mean, it's just so basic. It's just so ordinary. But it has a little character, especially that bagel. Go buy some sourdough bagels, and you could put some cream cheese on it and eat it with some jelly, grape jelly at least, and probably even better, strawberry preserves would be a good option. No, not so much sourdough. More like cornmeal. You say cornmeal. Yeah, this is almost all corn. A little pepper, you say, from rye, probably. You say, what about barley malt? What about malt whiskey? Yeah, that might be there, but they probably got a higher percentage of blending sherry. You say blending sherry, where do I buy that? You don't buy it. You can't buy it. It's a wholesale product. It's a commodity that distilling companies buy for blending purposes. It might be nasty to drink. I don't know. It's more like corn. Is it more like cornbread? Can I tell which is which on aroma? No, I can't. I don't remember the Bellows being bad. I'm talking about the club whiskey was garish and questionable to a high degree. But the Bellows, the modern, the one you get now, that's not even an old bottle. This bottle's like 2 or 3 years old. I don't think it's old. You can see it's new, but I think it only said 2016 or something. Might be 2017, but it's just standard. I guess Luxco said they must have tasted club whiskey and said, "Oh no, can't sell this. We want something." So they started selling just Bellows. Strange. There is a little spearmint wintergreen, but it's not so jackhammer ragged and sandpaper on your face ragged like the club whiskey. This is much more mellowed out. It has a minty aspect, but it's pleasant. It's nice. It's enjoyable. It's laid back. It's friendly. It's smooth. It's not real smooth, but it's kind of smooth. It's not harsh. You don't get a lot of grain alcohol. You don't get a lot of ethanol. It's just kind of there. Would it go well over ice? Yeah, it would be all right. Would it go well in a mixed drink? Yeah, well, that's what they make it for. You see this stuff? They don't make that. They don't make this so you could sit in front of the computer and sip on it and do a review. Come on, man. This is a bar whiskey. Go to a bar and you'll see it under the bar. And when you say, I want a bourbon and Coke, they might grab this. Yeah, it's a fraud. You're getting ripped off because this is not bourbon. I was talking to a guy last week. He says, I had a bourbon and Coke at a restaurant and they gave me VO and it was good. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, what you mean VO? Yeah, you know, Seagram's VO. I said, well, that's not a bourbon. He said, it's not. He said, but Crown Royal is. I said, well, no wonder restaurants can get away with this. People don't even know what the products are. So, well, if he was happy, you know, he got to pay $8 for a mixed drink made with 80 cents worth of product. So that's a good deal for the restaurant. Very standard. Some of that grain spirits coming through. You know, like it's like corn basic, distilled basic. This is not, and let me repeat, not a sipper. I'm sipping it though. Okay, over here, let's see. Getting a little bit of that melon. You say melon. Why would a whiskey taste like honeydew, melon, or cantaloupe? I don't know why, but it should not. And this is not Heaven Hill. But I don't recall Gotta think. I don't recall Sazerac products having that melon taste. But you get stuff like Luxco. You say, Luxco, don't they make Rebel Yell? Yeah. And I hear people saying bad things about Rebel Yell. Oh, no, not Rebel Yell. There's a whole bunch of Rebel Yell varieties, like 100 proof and all. But I don't know if Rebel Yell is bad. I've never had it. That's just people talking. It might be nice. I don't know. It's an old brand. They got a hold of it some kind of way. But I keep hearing about the infamous Rebel Yell. So that's making me think this is Bellows because it's got that funny monkey thing going. Is it real pronounced? No, it's a shadow of it, but it's there, and it's not so wonderful. So I think that this is the Gran Legacy. Is it really good? No. Is it really cheap? Yeah. That's the calling card. Like a little chicken, like a little chick that just hatched. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And if cheap is your game, this can be part of your game plan because that's where it's at. It's not really part of my game. I mean, people get that impression. Like, you're fixated on cheap stuff. I'm not. I'm actually not. I just bought them. You know, I was thinking the other day I might buy that Johnny Walker Blue Label. It's $250. I said, but I might do it, and everybody be shocked, like, oh no, look what he did. You know what I mean? But I just buy stuff and try it. You know, there's no kind of pattern to it. There really isn't. So I got to call it now because the news is about to come on. It's coming on right now, and I don't want to miss it. I'm going to say this is Gran Legacy, and it's a little better, and the price is the same. So we can't worry about price. Price is no factor here today. It's only taste. So I'm going to say GL. Please let this be GL. Huh, no, it isn't. Well, there you go. So shows you what I know. Do I feel bad now? Yes. Am I shook up? Yes. I am. Am I concerned? No, not really. When you're dealing with this kind of stuff, you can't get too concerned about it. But I did think I was starting to get a taste for it, like starting to get a handle on it, but I've not done that yet. That's got me a little confused. You say, but look at how much you got left. I know. I got a lot of chances to practice. So I'm going to practice and get better. I promise I'm going to get better. Well, today was a failure. Sometimes we fail. And, you know, those motivational speeches, if you fail and you get back up, you try again and all that. All right. So thanks for watching this video production. And I'm off to the news. And we'll just continue with this Gran Legacy for the next week or so.